Sounds good. What's up everyone, Andrew Baena here, and on today's video we are going to be taking a look at the Schecter Sunset-7 Extreme. This is one of the newest 7-string guitars from Schecter. They sent it over to me along with the Triad guitar, which you saw in one of my most recent videos. This guitar is absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to show you how it looks and sounds. That makes no sense, you can already see how it looks. So if you're unfamiliar with my channel, what I like to do in my demo videos is show you what the guitar sounds like in a full demo mix. Then we're going to come back, talk about the specs and features of this instrument, show you a few soloed tone clips, and then of course, last but not least, give you my thoughts and opinions on this instrument. So with that being said, I have this guitar tuned down to drop F sharp, and I'm going to be playing a snippet of one of my favorite Periphery songs titled Ragnarok. This is how it sounds. Okay, now that you've heard how the Schecter Sunset-7 Extreme sounds in a full demo mix, let's talk about its specs and features. Starting off with the body of the guitar, the one that I have here is in this beautiful scarlet burst finish, but you can also get it in a ghost gray finish as well. Personally, I think that this finish looks a little bit better, that's just me. So this guitar has a Nayato body with a flame maple top, Schecter's own hardtail bridge, a 5-way pickup selector over there, and the correct amount of knobs, which is just one for volume. Moving along to the pickups of this guitar, this one has 2 of Schecter's own USA made pickups. In the bridge we have the Sunset Strip, and in the neck we have the Pasadena. Moving on to the neck of the guitar, you can see that the truss rod adjustment is at the base of the neck, which is really awesome. It makes adjusting the truss rod a little bit more optimal, and it's also just easier to use. We also have these really nice ghost dot inlays, so it's kind of just the outline of an inlay. It looks really nice, along with jumbo stainless steel frets. And this guitar in particular is a 27-inch scale baritone guitar, which is why it was nice and easy to tune it all the way down to drop F sharp with ease. While we're on the topic of the neck, this one has an ebony fretboard, and if we flip it over to the back, we have a 5-piece neck, and those 5 pieces are maple and rosewood with carbon fiber reinforcements. Last but not least, on the back of the headstock there, we of course have Schecter's own locking tuners. These are just Schecter's own proprietary hardware, but they seem to work just fine and hold tuning quite well. Okay, now that we've talked about the specs and features of this instrument, I'm going to show you how it sounds by itself with a few soloed tone clips. I'm not going to show you a clean tone because it's not really what I do on this channel, but I'm going to show you an abundance of heavy down-tuned riffs because that's my specialty, as well as a little bit of leads. And the guitar sounds like this. Okay, now that you know pretty much everything you possibly need to know about this guitar, the last thing to talk about is, of course, my thoughts and opinions. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, Schecter sent this guitar over to me. They're not paying for this video or anything like that, so my thoughts and opinions are, of course, my own. But I do want to extend a big thank you to Schecter for sending this guitar over to me. They've been a pleasure to work with for many years now, and it's always cool seeing what they come up with next. And with that being said, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I actually don't really have anything negative to say about this guitar this time around, which is really a good thing, obviously, but it makes for a better video if I can find things to complain about. But this time around, I really don't think that there's anything I would change or, complain about on this guitar. The fit and the finish is absolutely awesome. These Schecter USA pickups actually sound really, really good for stock pickups and for, not name brand pickups, so to speak. These sound really good. I love that it only has the single volume knob. 5-way switch is nice, gives you a few tonal options if you're into that type of thing. Obviously, I love the baritone scale length on the neck because I like to tune really low, and that makes it much, much easier. And even if you don't want to tune really low, it means you can get away with using thinner string gauges for the same tunings, which in my opinion sound a little bit better. I always prefer thinner string gauges whenever possible. And yeah, just everything about this guitar really feels, looks, and sounds absolutely awesome. I didn't notice any finish flaws on this guitar at all. No sharp fret ends. The quality feels really, really good, as well as the quality control. Everything looks, feels, and sounds exactly like you would expect. And also the fact that this comes in at only $950 US is pretty shocking. I feel like this guitar definitely punches a little bit above that weight class. Nowadays, I feel like most brands are releasing guitars that are closer to the $1,200 range. And even for Schecter, I feel like this is a really good deal. So I have been pleasantly surprised with this guitar. Even comparing it to the John Brown signature model that I have in the background here, this guitar is absolutely awesome, don't get me wrong, but this one comes in around $1,600 US, and it also only has, you know, Schecter's own proprietary pickups. So the fact that this one is almost $700 less than that is pretty awesome, given the quality between these two instruments is actually pretty much identical, and I really liked playing this guitar. So yeah, nothing but praise this time around for Schecter's newest 7-string offering. This guitar is awesome, and you can get it at the link in the description or the pinned comment below. I have included my Sweetwater affiliate link, so if you choose to buy it over on Sweetwater using that link, I actually get a little bit of the percentage of that sale, which obviously helps to keep this channel running, and I would greatly appreciate it if you use that link if you're considering buying this guitar or anything else from Sweetwater. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. It's a nice and easy one because the guitar is awesome. It makes my job very easy when the guitar is this nice. Last but not least, I want to mention a big thank you to all my Patreon members whose names are on the screen at this point in time. If you're interested in getting audio downloads, stems, or a shout out on the screen, you can get all of that over on my Patreon page depending which tier you decide to join at. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please go check out the link to that, which will also be in the description below. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to go check out my demo on the Schecter Triad Sunset as well if you're interested in that guitar. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you next time.